Hi! Hello, everyone. Things are looking blown out because the light changed since I set it up. So I'm going to check and not sing. Let's see. Oh. That's better. Looks like I gotta up the exposure. Yes. Yes, and I also want to pop out the chat so I can see y'all. Hello. So, yeah, there's something. I've had no spoilers, but there's something in this Paradise Fibers package that, like, is substantial and not fiber. It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like something like yay big. I don't know what it is. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so tonight we've got a few things to unbox as Indy is eating his dinner in the other room. But anyway, I am Rebecca from ChemKnits. I am a yarn dyer and fiber artist, and today we're going to open up some packages. So Paradise Fibers sends me their Fiber of the Month Club for free to unbox and share. I am a Paradise Fibers affiliate. And KnitCrates sends me their Knit and Crochet Club and their Sock Knit and Crochet Club also for free to unbox and share. So I have those to open up. Those are actually the April. The Paradise Fibers crate box, that's the May one. The KnitCrate ones are April, which just arrived. One of them arrived, I think, on May 1st, and one of them arrived yesterday or the day before, but I knew Paradise Fibers was on the way, so I figured we'd open them at once. And then, oh my gosh, I've got this box from KnitPicks, and this I bought myself, but I am also a KnitPicks affiliate. But I paid for all this myself. They had a sale this weekend, which I think is over, and so, yeah, it arrived really quickly, which is pretty fun. Now, as I mentioned, I am an affiliate with all three companies, which means I do earn commission if you make purchases through my links. And you can find my links to KnitPicks Paradise Fibers and KnitCrate down in the video description. I also have a KnitCrate code, ChemKnits20. You can use that for 20% off your first month of a subscription if you're a new customer. And details for that are also in the video description. And I'm going to check the audio, and you can find my links. That sounds pretty good, pretty good. So we are going to get started. I'm going to pop out the chat. Feel free to ask any questions. I feel like I'm trying, like, do I have any other announcements or anything? I don't know, but I am dying to know what's in here. And I was watching for it all day because, like, sometimes I get emails let's say, like, the package will be delivered today, and then I'm like, ooh. And then, I don't know why I didn't bring scissors over. I think I've got scissors over there. Okay, so, ooh, we've got, oh, could it be soak? Like a lot of soak? We have a sort of yellowish satin pouch that has, that was what I was feeling. And we've got, ooh, woohoo, we've got, oh, or maybe could it be dye? We've got a lot of white fiber. Let's see. It smells like we've got some lanolin in it. But like clean sheepy smell. Clean sheepy smell. Oh, great question. There's a question, how long have I been dyeing yarn? Goodness, a while. At least 10 years now. Because the first projects that I dyed with Kool-Aid, were like 2007 or 2008. Actually, it must have been, 2008, maybe like 2009, because I think I started ChemKnits in 2008, but now I don't remember because I feel like it's been so long. But this is a good package of fiber in a white organza bag. I'm going to set you right there, and we are good. Oh, yeah. We got a dyeing project. We got a dyeing project. Okay, but before we look at that, let's see what in our notions. BJ Chadwick, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, cool. All right, there is an irony here. So I was on Paradise Fibers was having a sale this weekend. Did their oh no. Oh, that's so cute. Did their sale end? Because they had a sale this weekend. I need to like check my own Facebook page. Because that's where I wrote, because I got an email about the sale. And they had like a sale that felt like it was calling to me because, through today. So shop Dye Day Essentials at Paradise Fibers and save up to 20% off through Monday, May 9th. No code required, prices as marked. So I was actually going through their like website and considering Country Classic dyes. And here we go. We've got Country Classic dyes in 4 colors. Oh, this is so cool. So I've got 20 grams. Okay, but Country Classic dye has, Country Classic dye does have citric acid mixed in it. So 20 grams of dye, and I'd have to look and see what the proportions that they recommend. 20 grams of dye of this is not the same as 20 grams of dye of like Dharma or even the Paradise Fibers dyes. So I've got Very Hot Pink, Key Lime, Mountain Aqua, and then Raven. Okay, we're going to need to go and look this up. Now, if this is your first dye package with Paradise Fibers, which a couple times a year they send us dyeing projects, which I love. You do want to make sure you have a good dust or respirator mask when you're using the dye powders, but otherwise, whew, lots of fun. Okay, so let me see. Let's go here. I wonder if they're still having the sale. I was on the Fiber of the Month thing. Celebrate Mom, because yeah, that's the Country Classic dyes are on sale. Which I was like, I feel seen. But hello. Oh yeah, I just started. Paradise Fibers sent some dye, which was awesome because I was considering just buying it. But yeah, you can see, I think here, 15% off bare yarn, 20% off bare fiber, 10% off dye and wash. But okay, so the Fiber of the Month Club is $34.99 plus, yeah, for the continental US, it's a little bit more for Alaska, Hawaii, and then if you're international, it's a bit more. But, sorry, Indy's like chewing on a like nylabone over there. But if you want to sign up now, if you sign up before, I think about the 20th of the month, you can get this month's package. So for $34.99, we got, well, I'll have to see what kind of fiber it is we got, but we got a lot of dye and stuff. But I wanted to see, okay, so each jar that's 3 ounces dyes about 2 pounds of fiber. Dye powder. Oh, this is going to be confusing for me. Okay, so they say to use on 4 ounces of fiber, so that would be about 100 grams. They say to use 10 grams of dye. Okay, so that's just like on this little image right here. So normally on about 4 ounces of fiber, with other types of dyes, I would use 1 gram of dye for a 1% depth of shade. But the Country Classic dyes do, I believe, have citric acid in them. Yeah, everything you need is in the 3 ounce jar. No special treatment is needed. I did find, oh goodness, I think I've only used it 1 time. The colors are going to be gorgeous together. Let me see. I now am going to check my own channel. Okay, because I dyed Polworth fiber. Okay, so this is the color. I dyed some yarn and fiber at the same time with, I think this was, I got these two colors using one of these little packets, I believe. So let me see if it said, because I used Polworth top. I used the 20 grams of dye in 2 cups of water, and then I used half of it for the roving and then half of it for this yarn just to see. I believe I maybe needed to add more acid. So this is a lot of dye. Like this is enough dye to easily dye like maybe 800 grams with these 4 packets. So it is a really good quantity. But yeah, and I'm excited because I was thinking about getting more Country Classics dyed to like do another like review, because this is the only time I've tried it and I haven't tried speckling with it, and I want to try speckling with it. So thank you, Paradise Fibers. But let's get back to what else was in here. So our theme is walking on sunshine, and I'm not going to sing even though I want to. Ooh. Our stash tea this month is a sunny orange ginger. I love that the teas go along with the theme. And Eunice this month, we've got like a sunshine over a cloud maybe. But I want to see what the pun is. Okay, let's see what's inside. Walking on sunshine. Okay, so this cloud-like blend, it's about 8 ounces of fiber, this cloud-like blend has all the characteristics of a classic sock yarn with extra loft and strength. It's 75% superwash Cheviot wool top and 25% faux cashmere, which is a stretched nylon. It's a hard-wearing, machine-washable blend that will give your feet much-deserved warmth and woolly hugs. Whether you're watching the clouds to go by or on an epic adventure, oh, this is so fun. This robust blend spins easily and absorbs dye effortlessly. So there's endless color possibilities, and it looks like here are the color options, is what it looks like. So we've got an aqua, key lime, although that's looking yellow. Maybe they sent everyone, and very hot pink. They maybe sent everyone, oh no. But maybe that's just the color of the dyes, because key lime I would expect to be a brighter green. But let's see. You sang it for me? Oh, thank you. Okay, but let's see. So we've got the ginger stash tea. We've got a Sunshine. Every month there's a pun with you in it. Sunshine. Vinyl sticker. A head in the clouds progress keeper, which is adorable. So the progress keeper is this little bauble, and it's got like white fluff in it. So it does look like clouds captured in a globe. Now, I love the charms that Paradise Fibers finds. They go great on with all the kits, and it's a lot of fun. My one note is that I would add a jump ring to the charm, because I don't like it, because like these bulb pins kind of go on like that. I don't like it when the charm gets a little bit stuck there. So I will probably just later on myself add a jump ring to it, so that way it'll dangle a little better. But that's just me. That's my personal preference. Okay, but let's look at the dyeing project. Oh, this is so cool. So they recommend spinning a fine single Navajo, plying it onto itself, space dyeing the finished yarn with repeating colors. Tie scrap yarn tightly around the sections of colors you wish to keep, and then plunging the skein into a kettle of black dye for reverse speckles. And this is something I have done here on the channel before. And they also have some like yarn and suggested patterns and stuff too. This is super, super fun. This is super fun. And with the weather getting better and better, the timing for ice dyeing and things like that is getting better. Indy, hi, go to daddy. Indy, okay, you want to say a quick hello? Oh, yes. Hi. Go get daddy. Because I don't know what that sound was that you made. No. Go upstairs. I'm going to tell your daddy to get you. Because otherwise you're going to paw at me. It's like when I stream, He ignores me all day, and then I stream, and he's like, "Mommy, mommy." Get Indy. Oop. All right, but this is awesome. So thank you, Paradise Fibers, and 8 ounces is a lot. The crates or the boxes, the club usually has 6 ounces is most often, so this is a huge amount. And I do get asked sometimes about whether I recommend dyeing the fiber first or spinning it and then dyeing it. And honestly, that would come down to personal preference. But personally, I like to dye the fiber because I like to see the way those colors blend together. But oh my gosh, can you imagine? So dye the fiber, the brights, spin it, and then do the resist dyeing on top. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Keith, he just came up and he was like, "Arr!" And I was like, what? If you go get Daddy. Thanks, everyone. But yeah, so that's super, super cool and fun. I'm trying to remember what the last dyeing project was, because certainly I remember we had the ice dyeing, which had some of the Paradise Fibers acid dyes, and then they sent me the samples. But that was last summer. So has there been one more recently that I've forgotten? I don't remember. Because I usually try to do them because they're fun. Yeah, so I don't know. I should do some more like reverse speckles, but the reverse speckles are a lot of work. I prefer using like the zip ties and then you get something bigger, but this is adorable. And where was even the like vinyl bag that I lost? Here it is. Was on theme, and so it's just so cute. I don't think I'm going to get this to fit back in though. So yeah, again, if you would like to learn more about the Paradise Fibers Fiber of the Month Club, that I can drop the link in the chat. But yeah, this is a pretty good deal because 8 ounces of fiber. Goodness, let me see. Of course, I'm still in my own video. So although I guess the Country Classic, I don't think you can buy just those individual little packets. So I don't know, but I think that they may put those together themselves, but it's still, I think for trying out a different dye brand, it's pretty cool. The one negative I'll say about Country Classics is that you don't know the ratio of pigment to citric acid. And so I think that could make it harder for you to decide if you need to add more acid or how you're going to use it. But I definitely plan to try speckling with some of these colors, and then we'll do some other types of stuff. Indy, my dog, is a typical child. Yep. Oh, yes. Wanting my attention when I'm busy. All right, but anyway, let's get to KnitCrate. But I need to go here. Let's do the sock club first. Mainly because I think this one showed up first. So KnitCrate had been super on time for a while, and so I don't know why it was a bit later this month. I should have my kids, my human children, keep taking my scissors. But actually, before we open it, I will show. All right, so there are a few different options for clubs. There is the Sock Knit and Crochet Club, which is currently sold out, but you can join a waiting list. There is just the fluff, a single skein, nothing else, which I think is a single skein from the Knit and Crochet Monthly Club. But what I was going to say about the Sock Club is that this is the Sock Club. The Sock Club starts at $21.99 a month, plus shipping and handling. And you can get 2 skeins instead for $29.99. So that's like a pretty good deal to get like this, to super fluff the club, which is something that I've forgotten to mention that they've done. And ooh, yes! Woo, very good. Yes! it in. I actually really like these colors. These are very like KnitCrate colors. So let's see. This is Knitology Dewy. It is 65% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 10% tencel. Tencel seems to be very in lately. But this is cool. So let's look at it. It is almost, it's not quite like dip dyed looking, but this is so unique for any variegated yarn that KnitCrate has ever had. So it's half bare yarn, half sort of tonal, but like a kind of repeating kind of tonal with the greens, quasi repeating. Like there's like a little bit more variation to it than normal, which I like. So this kind of yarn that has so much white like this, it'll probably give micro stripes or spirals depending on the pattern. And the pattern that's going to come with this will be a sock pattern, because this is the sock knit and crochet club. So this is awesome. I have been waiting for them to do like something like that. Okay, and the theme this month is conservatory. Retreat from chilly spring morning into humid warmth of a greenhouse lush with plants. Pretty cool. Although I just also on the back of this, which I won't show, got totally spoiled the colors. But let me see. I should download. Let's see. I'm going to download the Inspirations magazine so I can pull that up. Hopefully I typed that in correctly. Yeah, the main reason why I didn't, oh, so you can now download it directly to Ravelry, a PDF, or download to your KnitCrate library. Interesting. Ooh, and there's some extra patterns or individual patterns maybe that you can download now too. I know not everyone can use Ravelry, but I like to have them in my Ravelry library. Let's see. KnitCrate super upset you this month. All month you're expecting the chill out colorway and found out last minute they switched me to anything goes and you didn't get your color. Oh no. Oh, so this is a good question. Is this a normal size for the skein? Yes. I mean, I think that this is a fairly standard skein size versus being extra big or extra small. I suppose it depends on which mill they're using. So it's not like extra long or anything like that. But let's look at the patterns. Okay, so here's the, oh, you're not on the screen with me. Here's the mood board. And so I remember when I saw this, I really wanted to see like a variegated yarn, like inspired by those leaves. Can you see the mouse? Yes. Okay. I really wanted to see that. And you know, it's white and green, but hey, I'm going to take it. This evokes these leaves right here. This is great. I am so happy. Okay. Here we go. So there are two colors for the sock club. We've got this is Calathea or Saltillo? Is it Spanish? I think Saltillo. Let's go with that. And so with that more orange color, and it's cool to pull. In a small circumference like a sock, this yarn knits up more high contrast stripes that we love. And they even gave a planned pooling calculator, which like this could do some planned pooling. But let's see, that's the Knit and Crochet Club. But see here how, ooh, in crochet, the pooling is super cool. So the sock pattern is Ribbon Fern by Vanessa Ewing, and the crochet sock pattern is Under Glass Socks. And I want to see if there are any more pictures, because this detail, which honestly might just be stockinette, is super cool. But you can see how you get that micro striping kind of pattern. They were having trouble getting shipments from the mill again. Oh, I didn't see an email when I was looking last month, so that's why I wasn't sure. But this is super cute. This one is fun too. I like the lacy kind of detail on the top. It's different. Sometimes a lot of the crochet socks start to look the same, and that one's different. Was there a... Oh, there is a fun gift. Oh, well, this is cute. Kind of on theme. So they sent a pen. It's like a wooden KnitCrate themed pen, which is pretty cool. Personally, like, I mean, this is a really nice pen. Like, I like it. I mean, I don't think it's expensive or anything, but I like the feeling of it in my hand. It's thick, it's substantial. It has like a nice, like squishy tip when it's closed. So I will certainly use it. But I like when the extras are a little bit more knitting related. My favorite ones are when they give measuring tapes. Those have been some of my favorites. Okay, but let's open up this guy. So we kind of already saw a, whoa, spoiler. Whoa. Okay. This is cute. Not knitting related, but it's like a bamboo covered, I mean, it's made in China because it has a little sticker there that says, but it's like a wooden, it's got to be like, oh no, it's like a paper. Okay, because, so it's embossed. So I was like, is it wood? It's not wood. I think it's like a wood, like paper over it, because you can see the paper edges. But for a minute, I thought that it was like bamboo. It's certainly hard covered. This is super cute. I don't really need it, but it's very, very cute. Is a squishy tip for tablet scrolling? No, really? No way. Oh, I'm not going to show you my Facebook feed or anything, but oh, that works. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, and so this journal is adorable. It has like an elastic like page keeper, so that way when you're working on it, I think that my calendars have that and I don't use it. It's an adorable, adorable journal. I think it's super cute. Do I need it? No. Yes, it's a dying project, which unfortunately I don't think I'd be able to get a video up until July. But I was gonna probably buy some Country Classic dyes anyway, so I'm excited that they sent that. But yeah, so the journal is really cute. Oh, I should get to the yarn. But I don't know. I'm glad that they've like adjusted the prices again, but yeah, I got this sort of like a coral. Ooh, no, on screen it's looking really orange. In person, it's way more pink. Yeah, the color on screen, that's not accurate. But this one it looks like it's a little more green. This one's got more pink in it. Let me see if I can show a better picture of it. So the colorway is called Clay Pot. And so, yeah, this actually, what I'm seeing on screen looks accurate to what I'm seeing in person, which is not accurate to what's coming from my camera. So go with this picture. I mean, it's an orange. It's definitely like just more pink than what's showing there. Then the other colors are Rainfall, which is gorgeous, gorgeous purple, and Conservatory, which is also beautiful. So what's the yarn base? It's an Anthology Wisp. It's 100% merino wool, DK weight. It's fine. It's a solid. Give us variegated, KnitCrate. Give us variegated. Give us more. Give us tonal variation. Give us something. But I do have to say that this shade of purple and even this orange, for all The green is something that I think we've seen a lot lately, but these other colors are not like the muted jewel-y kind of tone. I mean, they're kind of jewel-y-esque. It's a little bit more pastel than a jewel, but these colors do feel a little bit different, and so that's good and has me excited. It's a little lighter than terracotta, but I think this is pretty accurate. Yes, I should make sure I'm not drawing on my screen. All right, but let's take a look at the patterns. I mean, honestly, the green looks like it's the same green here, and this looks like it's the same color there. So, all right, so wait, I thought I said it was superwash. No, it's not superwash. Oh, that makes me more excited. So we've got a non-superwash yarn here, and there's a felting project. So Vanessa Ewing, this is the Longwood Garden Tote, which is adorable. And then there's this crochet Centra scarf, which is also really cute. And I like it just like as a head accessory. I think this isn't my color, but I like that a lot. The tote is adorable. I haven't felted something in ages, but that's super, super cute. And I want to see like another picture of the scarf, which there isn't one, but the scarf is adorable. I think that I want to make that, but not out of this yarn. I might pull a different one. But I think that it's cute as like a headband. I really like the way that that was styled. So that is something I will definitely have to consider. But, oh, and I guess I should show pricing. So that was the Sock Knit and Crochet Club. The Knit and Crochet Club starts at $25.99 a month plus shipping and handling, and you get 2 skeins of yarn, which is enough to make either the knitting or crochet project that was in the magazine, and then you get like a fun extra. You can get a Super Fluff subscription, which will give you 4 skeins of yarn. And presumably the benefit of this is that you get the same dye lot. So occasionally there is a project that does require more yardage, especially if it's something sized, like they've had some like ponchos or sweater type things in the past. And so this would allow you to like super fluff so you get enough for the project if you are one of the larger sizes, and which is something that I did critique. I've critiqued in the past, because if you say there's going to be enough yarn to do the project, then you should try to make sure there's enough yarn for any of the sizes to do the project, or have a different pattern be the main pattern and have the sweater be like a bonus pattern that month or something. So Longwood Medical Area is where the lab was that I worked at in grad school. So the bag is super adorable. I really like that purple color. This conceivably could be a good candidate. Whoa, as I go in, that was not what I wanted. This conceivably could be a really good candidate for some overdying. Just because it's not my favorite color. And Lucas, you know, orange is not my favorite color. But orange was Lucas's favorite color for 8 years. And it is no longer his favorite color. At 8.5 years, his favorite color is now blue. So that made me sad because it was fun. I had my orange kid and my green kid. And also, like, Lucas was born in October, so orange. But, like, at 1, like, when he was 1 year old, he would grab all the orange crayons and, like, hold them. So that was, like, his thing. But yeah, who knows, but maybe he'll like that. But Ryder will see this and try to steal it. Not that he's learned. Oh, Ryder can do finger knitting, and so that's mega exciting. But yeah, that is our KnitCrates of the month. And if you have an active subscription, then you can get the double down. There's all kinds of other perks. I should link to put my KnitCrate code. Here we go. KnitCrates. I'm going to pop it in the chat. My code is in the video description as well. Just so you know. Cool. So I get my another thing. Have I overdyed with food coloring? I have definitely done overdying projects with food coloring in the past. Ooh, there was like a celebration live stream where I used food coloring for everything, and I overdyed a lot of yarn from KnitPicks, who I'm going to unbox now. I overdyed a lot of yarn that a lot of it I got in like a mystery box. Ugh. Which I paid for, but yeah, of course, I need to pull this up so that way I can see the real time. All right, this is the box. I'm gonna put it back on the floor to open it though. Well, actually, this is kind of lifted up. So the box is mostly in one piece with like minimal breaks. Sometimes KnitPicks boxes are squished. Any videos featuring the kids in the works? At the moment, I'm not sure because I think the last one Ryder did has come out. But, ooh, okay. So we got bags, which I'm excited about. I gotta get this on the floor because I'm like wedged in a corner. Trying to hide any spoilers. But KnitPicks had a 20% off sale. Price as marked. It did not stock with bulk fair yarn purchases. But it meant that I bought like 20 individual skeins of Stroll and I think 20 individual skeins of Swish. And they sent it in bags, which is great. Because if there's ever a time when they could send like a box full of loose skeins and I would not get annoyed, it's when I buy them as loose skeins. And so let's see, I've got 2 bags of Stroll. Probably should have ordered more. I got 2 bags of Swish DK. The Stroll is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and the Swish is 100% superwash merino. I dye those all the time. But that isn't all that I got. There's a lot of this. I'll show in a moment. That's why the box wasn't crushed. But unfortunately, when I was live and I went shopping on stream, the Stroll tonals and like hand painted and stuff was like 50% off. It was like heavily discounted. And by the time I went to go place an order, it was only 20. It was like adjusted to just be the 20% off. So I only ended up getting one color. And this is Stroll Fingering, and the color is Frozen Tonal. And so I thought that we would over dye this with some speckling. This was a really good candidate for doing some over dyeing. And so I bought this specifically to dye over. But when I thought that all of it was a little cheaper and the tonal Stroll was similarly priced to Bare Stroll, there was a lot of other stuff that I considered getting, but I ended up just going for this. It's a very nice like neutral blue with a few green hints to it. And so we should be able to speckle with a lot of different colors. But, oh my gosh, I'm like totally stuck. There is so much packaging in here. I mean, I'm glad the box hasn't been crushed. I have certainly complained about that a fair amount, but yarn is not squishy. I think the problem must be that they don't have multiple different size boxes and they aren't good at picking the stuff to go with the right size box. I mean, when I order from Wool to Dye For, like the boxes are jam-packed. Very rarely do they stuff something else in there. You got yours in a bag too? Have I ever dyed with Bengals dyes? No, I have not. Indy knocked this on the floor, but it's a picture of me, my kids, my dad, and my grandfather. And the smaller picture is put over a larger picture of the kids and one of their cousins and my grandfather. But I just, yeah, put the other picture there. So that usually lives on the windowsill. Yeah, so they must have, I mean, the box wasn't crushed, so that's good. But, and I can drop my KnitPicks affiliate link in the chat as well. But again, all of this should be in the video description. But so many bags. So many bags. Yeah, I'm hoping, well, it's possible that there could be, I don't know if they're going to want to be in videos, but it's possible that there could be some Chem Cousins videos this summer. I haven't asked the parents, but basically our best friends are going to come and like stay with us for a bit this summer, and they will arrive before my kids are out of school. And so there'll be some days and like the parents will have to work and like all of us will be working. But I'm like, ooh, Auntie Rebecca maybe can do, yeah. So, I mean, I think I will probably do some tie-dye with the kids, whether or not that is filmed, but then also first use the dyes for like a ChemKnits video. And so, yeah, I haven't asked my friends if, about comfort levels with YouTube and whatnot, but I might ask the kids if they want to be my producers for the day, and so they can press record and stuff for me. So there might be hints of other kids around besides my normal kids. But actually, I have been talking with Lucas about, I've been wanting to hire him to commission something, because, so I don't know if, I have this idea for another like little special series. It's not really well fleshed out. I have one colorway idea of all of it, but I have like ideas for the extras. And so, but the theme of it is a little bit more niche than like painting rainbows or something, which has a much broader type appeal. Speaking of, pinned in the chat, you can, there are still summer mini skein mini-series sets available in my shop. And so, yeah, there aren't very many left. There's a couple sock blanks, and I think the only add-on skeins left are the non-superwash fingering weight. That's the only ones that are left. But of the actual samplers themselves, the sets themselves, I've got, I think, one merino yak sock blend. I have a couple superwash MCN, maybe one merino silk sock that's also superwash, and then a couple superwash DK, just 100% superwash merino. So not very many left. Most of them have sold out, but the videos will be up at the end of May. I have to edit them. I haven't done that yet. But anyway, I had this idea, and so, which I was like, ooh, I could try to do something for August or September. It may not happen, mainly because I got summoned for jury duty. And so I had to postpone it. I got summoned for jury duty in August. I postponed to mid-September, so after school has started. So we'll see. But with our friends coming for a big chunk of the summer, yeah, my ability to dye up a lot for a special series or mini series, really, it may just be postponed until next year, even though the theme is a bit more niche. But I think that what I'm going to do is, once I've edited the spring mini skein mini series videos, I'm going to start dyeing up the Halloween colorway, which actually has evolved, but I didn't end up having time to do it last year because I was working on dyeing up Hanukkah, which I usually start dyeing in August. So I really should work out my schedule for the year and see if another little thing will happen. Maybe it'll just be like a special colorway, and I'll do the one colorway versus a whole series of colors. We'll figure something out. But that is, yeah, just sort of like percolating in my brain. Yours has still not been delivered yet. I think I checked, and the tracking, oops, that, oh good. I was like, I hope I'm not on the, I think the tracking and everything has at least updated. And then positive thing The positive thing is that if something goes awry, I do have ability to re-dye stuff if I need to. So if a package goes missing, it would be a little bit annoying for like timing wise, and like annoying to deal with like the insurance and stuff. But the colorways are, yeah, I don't know, Teresa, why what delayed it. The good news is that it still seems to be updating the tracking. So that's good, because there was a period of time where like it was like accepted at the post office and not moving, but I have been keeping an eye on it. And so, yeah. Cuz just to make sure everything is moving. Oh good. Oh good. You heard lawyers don't like academics, so let's hope you don't have to. Oh, so let's hope you only have to sit through a week or two and don't get picked. A week or two. Oh God. The problem is like, I don't really drive. So like I drive short distances and stuff, but I've spoken about how I have chronic fatigue syndrome, and I get anxious with driving because I worry about like, if the brain fog gets so bad, then I feel like there's times when I cannot drive because it would not be safe. And so therefore I don't like to drive because I don't know what happens if like I've not estimated my energy levels or my spoons well enough, and I'm at a point where like it's not safe to drive. And so, which I honestly know is me being overly cautious, but I am an anxious person. And so I drive like short distances with routes I'm very comfortable with. And I haven't done any like highway driving in like 15 years probably. So me driving like at all, like I'll drive to their school, I'll drive to Costco. Like there's places where I feel okay. But you know, I wouldn't be comfortable driving on the highway at rush hour. Yeah. And so I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get there. Whether I suppose I could like stay at my parents' and then get public transportation. It's in the same county. It's just on the other side of the county. And it's not like, I haven't ever done jury duty before. The only other times I've ever been summoned was in a state where then I did not reside there, so therefore I was exempt. And then I got called once and I asked to postpone because I was moving from college into my first apartment in Cambridge. But I guess that meant that I moved counties, so therefore I was exempt. And so I was called for that in 2006. So it's my turn. It's my turn. Yeah, but Beth, I don't think that not driving is a valid excuse for not serving on jury duty, though, unfortunately. I mean, but again, like, it's my civic duty, right? But it's just the anxiety of, okay, what if I get put on a trial that's like months long? Oh goodness, what am I going to do? The positive thing is that by mid-September, I have usually dyed the bulk of Hanukkah, so that should be fine. It just means I have to like plan extra flexibility. So. No, but I think I'm overly cautious because the bad brain fog doesn't happen that much, but my anxiety that it will happen paralyzes me a bit. So Keith's a trooper and he's usually the one that drives. Or like I went to go see the new Doctor Strange movie and Keith drove me there and then I took an Uber home. But also it was at a fancy movie theater. So in theory, I ended up not doing it because I was exhausted, but in theory I could have had like a cocktail during the show. Brain fog could keep me from, oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. You know, I think it is what it is. I'll either get selected or I won't, or honestly, sometimes you call and don't have to go or something. So we'll see. I'm not yeah, we'll see. uh, for 3 weeks. Oh goodness. Man, I wish that it was like in Cambridge or something, but I forget. I have to go up to like somewhere. Ugh. It's like pretty north of the city. So staying in the city wouldn't necessarily help me, but it could mean that there would be like a commuter rail that would go directly. So, yeah. That might be a good reason for Lyft or Uber to sign on with court refunded expenses. Wait, the court would refund my expenses for transportation? I don't think they provide transportation. I think that after, so this is the other thing. They're like, no kind of employment gives you an exception. The only thing that is an exemption would be if you were the primary caregiver of someone with disabilities. So, but otherwise being a stay-at-home parent of young children is not an excuse. And I think that it's more of this, like, if it's specialized, super specialized care, then like, that's the like one real exemption. Or presumably if you were, had a compromised immune system because you were ill, then like that could be another one. But they're like, your employer legally has to pay you for the first 3 days. And I'm like, my employer can't pay me if I'm not working. Because my employer is me. So I don't make money if I'm not working. So that I found funny. But then a fourth day on, you get $50 a day, which would not cover transportation, but depending on the pickup time, because like Keith wouldn't be able to drop me off early enough because he has to get the kids to school. So we'll figure it out. You've been on the list twice, never called. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I, again, don't mind doing my duty. It's more that I'm stressed about how I'm actually going to get there and a little bit stressed about like the timing, because the original time like was for like when I was going to not be here part of that time. So I'm like, that won't work. So yeah, I'll look into things. Uber wants to make sure you don't miss jury duty. This is for it's an article from 2015. 2 rides. If your company refuses to pay for the first 3 days, contact the legal department. Oy. Okay, so only retired or unemployed jurors can be reimbursed for reasonable travel and childcare expenses of up to $50 a day for the first 3 days of service. Yeah. Blech. So, yeah, but I don't know. I'll have to look into that, because if that would happen, that would be really cool. But anyway, because when we were in grad school, Keith was called twice. Once for like a state jury and then for federal. And so he was like, oh, but I just served. And they're like, nope, serving on federal will give you an exemption from like jury duty, all jury duty for a while, but doing just state doesn't exempt you from federal or something like that. So, but yeah, I mean, like on one hand, I'm excited, although, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely probably not the best juror. I can be so critical. My uncle's a lawyer, and as a kid, he was telling me about a case once, and I kept asking all these questions, and he was like, I would not want you on my jury. Oh dear. But yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, so you've been excused from jury duty 3 times due to your health issues. So, I mean, yeah, I actually have finally a doctor's appointment coming up, and so I can talk with my doctor. But I mean, I don't want to try to get a medical exemption unless like my doctor thinks that like I should, because like the brain fog sucks, but like I guess I'm still like a peer even if I don't. Ooh, I do worry a little bit about keeping facts straight and stuff, but presumably they let you take notes or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. 2 quarts of oil each way, no excuse. Yeah. Yeah, so you know, we'll see. But that the bigger reason for maybe not doing like a mini fall thing, maybe I should just stick to Halloween and like focus on that, because that I wanted to do. But the main reason is because we're going to have company coming and we're going to have some travel this summer. And so there'll be, I guess, almost about a month where like I'm not going to be doing very much filming. I will be doing minimal filming just because we'll have 8 people living in my house. Which like, it sounds like, ooh, but it's actually going to be wonderful. Like, it's 2 of our best friends. We travel really well with them. The kids haven't seen each other in a while, but the very last trip we took at the end of February in 2020 was to go visit them. So yeah, it was funny. And who knows, there could be some Mr. ChemKnits shenanigans. We'll see if they make a video. They were joking about it, and I was like, I might just have to set up a camera and film them and then see what happens. But yeah. But anyway, that would be pretty fun. But I forget what else I was going to try to do tonight. But I'm glad that I remembered that I wanted to do the unboxing and that I did the unboxings, because there's a lot of exciting stuff in here. And so yeah, I think I'm most excited is that I was wanting country classic dyes. I felt like Paradise Fibers was talking to me with like having dye essentials on sale this weekend. And then they sent it in the Fiber Club, so I'm so glad I opened it. Because, well, the real thing that I really wanted, which isn't available anymore, because I considered getting Country Classic dyes, and then I decided not to. But I really wanted to get the Ashford dye starter collection, because I've never tried those dyes. And it seemed like pretty interesting to try, because I'm like, interesting. I knew they made spinning wheels. I didn't know they made dyes. And so I'm like, well, that's pretty fun. But unfortunately, the small size is sold out and the large size is $72. And I don't need 50 grams of each of the colors. That's just a lot of dye, and I don't need that much just to do like, just for a video, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like the 3, I don't think it was, what's 70? Excuse me. I still feel like it was more than like $20 or something, but it was like on my list of things to try. It's just $72 is a pretty big budget for a video. So more ChemKnits would be awesome. I'll let them know. Oh my gosh. Oh, but he was doing like food coloring stuff. He did like a triad, like a triad triangle with food coloring. What was it? It was just, it was related to his research and just to show like precision or something. But I was like, hey, when he showed me. So it's fun when like he does things that like, I was like, ooh, that's from like, I contributed a tiny, tiny little speck. Not enough for an acknowledgement, but there's stuff that like he chooses to do because he knows I do it and stuff. Amazon's dies? Is there a brand? Or is it just like Amazon, the Amazon? But anyway, I don't really have space for more dye. Yeah, because I recently got a bunch of Pro Chemical and dye, which is like local to me. So like I should have tried it before, but I needed some of the colors specifically for another project that I need to start editing tomorrow. That is my big job tomorrow. Also, I haven't decided how much I'm taking off, but it hasn't quite been a year since the last haircut, but I definitely want it shorter. So I'm cutting it tomorrow, which is probably going to take a big chunk of the day. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we are, yeah, the Pro Chem dyes don't really have a good spot. So they're just kind of hanging out. But I'm excited. The, like, Paradise Fiber said like a good amount of dye with the club. And so that was really, really cool. But all right, I am going to throw all this bubble wrap over the side and then, oh my God, put everything back in the box. Because the problem with streaming in here is that I'm in the dining room, so this is where people eat. And you can see all of my junk. We've got Knitsy, my little unicorn. This is where the camera often lives, way back in the corner, and all kinds of stuff. I was actually making things for Hanukkah this weekend. While we had a Jurassic Park marathon. I showed the kids the OG, then Jurassic World, and then we did the Lost World. And I think next would be 3. Even though 3 is not very good, but it was really fun though. It was like, surprisingly, like Ryder had one little nightmare, but then asked to see more. So that was really, really fun. Thank you. But anyway, I'm digressing a lot. It's maybe past my bedtime. I've been going to bed so early lately. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I hope that you're all having a wonderful week. There will be a Dye Pot Weekly episode tomorrow morning, so make sure you're subscribed and all that jazz so you don't miss it. And I don't know the next time I will be live, but I guess I have to figure out the May dye-along, even though I did part 2 of the April dye-along in May. I don't know what kind of picture I want to use yet, but yeah, I need to figure out like the color I want to play with. But yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up. More roving coming up too. Is that this week? I honestly, for the life of me, can't remember like which video is tomorrow's. Yeah. Oh, funny. So yeah, tomorrow's is actually a roving dyeing video featuring some Paradise Fibers roving. So, what a coincidence. But anyway, yeah, I hope that you're going to have a wonderful week. Oh yeah, it's Monday. next Monday, and I will talk with all of you soon. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun to sit and chat. I could honestly just talk for a very, very long time, but I kind of lost where... No, my stream went. I didn't lose the stream. I lost where the stream window is that controls it. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna need to find that, or else this will go on for a very long time. That was not it. Did I close it somewhere? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is what I get. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, links in the description. And oh man, I'm so excited to play around with a lot more colors. And I'm realizing, because at one point I had my camera like shifted to be like over like that. And then I moved it, I guess. And so that's why the background is so messy. But anyway, I am going to head out and probably go to bed. Actually, no, I'll start some files transferring that I'm going to start editing tomorrow, and then I will go to bed. But yeah, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye, everyone.